going on? What's going on? Listen, I'm on here. I'm comping the property. Lead came in. Running my numbers. Seeing if there's anything worth entertaining. Sound like a guy got in a hard money loan that he need to get out of like ASAP. I'm here comping the property. Found this lead. That's in this green screen. One second. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Uh, yeah, I got a second. Yeah. Tom, he got out there and addressed the plumbing under the sink, the bathroom, and something with the exhaust pipe in the with the water heater. Yeah. He left the parts there too, just to show. I don't know if I was gonna run it past James just to let show that hey, these has been replaced and or whatnot, or but with the exhaust pipe, I think he just bought some tape and because it was closed and taped it up and some and then yesterday I was out there with Trey. Uh, he quoted me like 600 for the chimney repair and he said something about he can if you have to get in the attic or put somebody in the attic to see if that PVC that's supposed to be coming out can get extended, or he had to buy a longer piece and make an extension. Um, he said the bathroom exhaust fan that's not vented out the roof or whatever. He said we should try to just waive that and say hey, because I mean he showed me what a vent would would take. I mean what it looked like once it's outside that house, but that house never had one, and um, I think that's because I think the window they had was like you can open and close it. Yeah. I'll definitely run that past James just to get his input. Uh, I was just getting feedback from Trey yesterday, and just was relaying the message. So
Yeah, I know. Putting a vent in would mean cutting a hole in the roof.
yep, yep.
Cutting a hole in the roof and putting in a vent there. Uh, and I don't know how old that roof is. Uh,
Yeah,
you know, I
I told James the roof was. I, I think the seller mentioned the previous owner mentioned back in 2013
mhm.
around that time or something.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Now here's a crazy thought that they, and of course this will you're going to have to talk to James about this. Uh, but there's a guy down the street who does roofs, and uh, if we wanted to, if the seller wanted us to, they're insistent on that vent, which I can understand they would be, and it's not easily solved by any other way than cutting a hole in the roof. I can ask the guy down the street to give a quote on how much a roof would cost, and um, somehow work that into the price. The it's been priced at 185. It seems like so far, at least or no, I'm sorry, 189. Uh, it seems that everything that you've come up with so far is not going to cost a ton of money. The defects they found, so we couldn't replace the roof for the cost of the defects because it seems like it's going to cost a lot less to address the defects than but just spitballing, throwing out an idea there that depending on how badly they want that vent, it's to cut a hole in a roof that's that old to put a vent in
Mm-hmm.
is just asking for you're just asking for
Yeah.
uh, you know. So that's one thing. That's about that aspect of it. The other thing is that the vent pipe for the plumbing that goes to the roof. It seems that Trey is talking about like cutting. Well, there's two things. One is it seems like he's talking about cutting the pipe in the attic and then and putting an insert in, which would then raise the pipe above the level of the roof. It seems like that's what he's talking about. If it
Correct.
isn't, then I would think you could just put a coupler on the pipe on the roof and then put a short section of pipe up there, and you have the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Pipe ends higher above the roof.
Well,
Uh,
he definitely he was talking in that realm of space. So he I guess he just needed to get in there and see, but he said that should be simple. Um,
okay.
I told him to put everything in right, and he got a masonry guy who was gonna do the chimney.
Yeah.
Um, he said once that chimney is fixed and got the cap on it, he said wherever they said something about the chimney caps leak, he said whatever water probably was getting through that little 9-inch hole or um, or I don't know how big the hole was on top of the chimney, but he said that's probably how the water was getting in and going down
You mean the flue? You mean it was coming through the jacket or the crack in the masonry on the chimney?
on the top, yeah, the cap because it's missing the cap up there.
Okay. Now when I say the cap, I mean the masonry cap. I don't mean this. I mean, you know, chimneys also have like a cap on them to keep squirrels out and keep
Yeah,
rain out.
yeah,
Does that chimney have such a cap like that, a metal cap or whatever, to
yeah.
keep
It
the rain out, keep
yeah
squirrels out?
yeah it's missing that cap that supposed to uh
Oh, it's
hang over
missing
the. Yeah,
that.
he showed me some examples because a few houses around there got the caps on top of them, and it is some chipping and some of the masonry work. So I guess getting that repaired, he was going.
So are you saying that chimney, not only the masonry needs to be repaired, but it also doesn't have a cap on
Yeah.
top of the flue to keep rain and squirrels out? It does not have one of those?
Oh, yeah, hold on. I have to show you it's some aluminum cap that goes on top of them that
Yes, right,
hangs
right,
over the
right.
top. Yeah, yeah, we missing that.
Oh, so it's missing that aluminum cap, and it seems that there's damage to the masonry concrete cap that goes on. When I say cap, it's actually just a sloped section
Yeah,
of
yep,
concrete
exactly. Yep.
that goes on top. So that is damaged. That masonry cap. And
Correct.
or was it just repairing the masonry? I'm going to get my paper right now.
I'm thinking just repairing the masonry cap. Cause they do got this little cage over it, like it got this little wire cage over it.
Right.
But Trey mentioned something about putting a cap on top of that. I guess that aluminum cap.
You would think that would be a cap too.
I see where you're coming from.
I thought I had it right there, but I don't know where my little list is. Okay. Well, so the other thing is, so we're talking about this, the vent down. I don't know what that is and how difficult it is to fix that. And I don't know if that had to do with the plumbing vent or what that was. But you remember that line item?
Let me look at it.
Here a minute.
Yeah, this is the cap that he was showing me on the other houses.
Yeah.
But like you said, if they ain't put that in there, we ain't got to. I mean, because they do got some metal little wire fencing cage around it.
On it. I mean, that thing has a roof and a side, a roof for the water,
Yeah,
to keep water out, to keep
yeah,
rain out, and it also has the mesh to keep squirrels out. You're saying that the one at Hudson just has protection, but doesn't have like a roof to keep water from getting in, the rainwater from getting in?
correct. And that's what's probably and Trey was mentioning that's what's if in because he felt down there behind the water heaters where the cap is like two caps, and he was like, I don't really see none. He felt maybe it could have been a drip, but he wasn't for sure, and he was like, let me look outside. And so once we looked outside, he was like, yeah, once that cap is repaired, I'm guarantee it won't be no water to get down in there in that cap. So
Okay. His name put something like tape around something, the water heater thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's I don't know what that is that they put that around, but gas thing. About it's just that whatever the fix is, fix. We're not going to accept that. I just don't want
correct.
like that to close.
Well, next thing I can let Trey, you know. Yeah, have him look at it. Just to double back on
For
that,
both
yeah.
of our, for all of our sakes,
Correct,
DOI
yeah.
and the purchaser's sake, things have to be fixed. Closing, um, for 2 days,
Right.
um, so that the closing doesn't get, take place.
Urging on it.
I think it was in the group text there that they accepted. Um, or did you just want to bring me up to speed on those various things that you need to talk about, want to tell me about?
Nah, that's basically it. I will verify with Trey about the cost of the chimney because he did just throw out 600, but that was without the guy getting up there and
Okay.
inspecting or whatnot. But he did quote around that price, and I'm like, okay,
And he
put it
understands we're on a tight schedule, relatively tight schedule.
correct. Yep.
Okay.
And he should be putting it in writing, and we can review it from there.
Okay. Do you want to tell me anything else down the road, text me or whatever?
Okay.
I'm I'm going around with the city. This bullshit about Lester. They sent another invoice, and oh god, it just makes me sick. I sent him an email, didn't respond to it. Sent him another email. The inspector didn't respond to it. I had to call and try to speak to his supervisor, who's retired now, but he's still listed on the city's website. That guy who's retired is still listed on the city's website. So I had to call. So I had to call and find out what the story was. I mean, it's just not to bore you with the whole story, but it just runs me into the ground. I mean, my God, how much more do I need?
And what's this about again with Lester?
They sent me a bill for like $47 for, in it's like enforcement cost or something like that. It's not a fine. It's like an administrative cost is what I gather it is. Then they sent a second bill. Okay, after I had done what he said to do, which was barricade the first floor, he sent me, and he marked in the system that it was a second bill. So I sent him an email on the 12th of February about what is this all about, and I spelled out various things. No response to it.
If you on
Sent
this
him one on
live,
the
hit that
20th.
like button.
No response to it. So I called. I think it was
Hit that
Tuesday.
like button on here.
Yep.
Comping
Yep.
properties and
Well, and then I sent
talking
an
real
email
estate,
to
talking business.
his name is Greg Wiles, who was the supervisor, saying I wanted to speak to him about this. Get bounced
Comment
back.
where y'all from.
Okay. I sent an email to the director, the head guy. It comes back that he's out of office on jury duty. So I make a phone call, and I told the guy what happened. Well, Greg Wiles is retired. And then, website. I didn't say that.
That's the last person, right?
I mean, this is like federal government bullshit. It's typical government bullshit. And I got a call this morning, finally, from the inspector, and it doesn't explain why he didn't respond to my 2 emails, or it doesn't explain any of that. So now I have to call back, and I'm going to record the phone call because I don't trust him.
Right.
It's like, really? message. And I don't have a response that addresses my message. You know, he marked it as complete. Okay. Why all of a sudden is it incomplete?
I know, especially dealing with Lester, you done dealt with enough with
Oh
it,
God.
so.
Oh God, yeah, and Trey, you know, I mean, he,
I can say when I was over there at Hudson with him yesterday, somebody did call and was quoting some electric that he had declined because they was numbers was crazy, like, and he let them know why they was too high. And so he definitely is investor friendly and got some nice connections. So um, yeah, definitely shopping around or you know.
yeah, I don't have any other alternatives at this point, you know. I
Right.
mean, well, the guy next door, Marlo, and them came back with some numbers, but they were even higher than Trey was. They didn't include the windows. Trey wants me to do. He gave for the stucco, and then he came back and said, "I don't want to bore you with all of it, but it frustrates the holy hell out of me, and
Yeah.
it's very depressing, and it's very stressful. You know, I keep thinking about George, and I think about him, and then I reject it because George was, you know, I told you all about George.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
honestly,
just
I
want,
spoke with George, and George he got some things going on, so uh, I couldn't even get him to come and check out a property. I mean, so I
good,
mean,
good for you. I don't know what.
no, I couldn't get him to.
Oh, you couldn't because he's busy, man.
Yeah, yeah, like I
Oh,
mean,
okay. Yeah.
just to follow up with him, you got to really babysit.
You know, it took me more than a month to get a contract from him. It's like George put it on paper, and it took more than a month. And it was like, and it wasn't complete. It's I'm down and I'm being kicked, and I'm just drained. I'm just absolutely drained. Whatever is made on Hudson is not going to offset the loss on Lester.
Mm-hmm.
Not anywhere near. Um, and it just, I don't know. Even with Craig, I should have. It's clear that these
Yep. Tax abatement.
It's
That's
possibly a tax
attractive. Yeah.
abatement. Yeah, it's possibly a tax abatement, but you can't do Airbnb if you get tax abatement.
Interesting.
So, yeah, yeah. So, well, unless you have anything else for me, I'm gonna psych myself on a get off the phone, psych myself up for a phone call with this building inspector with the city.
Nope. I'll keep you posted if I do got any other updates, and like I say, I'll run that past James on uh not entertaining that
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that vent, in a way we can get around that. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they I don't know if it's code to possibly combine a bathroom fan vent with the plumbing vent piping. Avoid another hole in the roof.
yeah, possibly.
But like I said, that one thing was installed upside down. Which how in God's name they install something upside down? I don't understand. If I know what they're talking about, it's like how the hell can you possibly
I
do that?
think I
But
think
then again,
I think they talking about the pipe boot not being
yes.
extended out, like not
Oh,
longer.
I thought it was no. I thought the boot was upside down. Is what but whatever it is, as long as it gets successfully pressed. I thought it was the boot itself that was upside down. I'm thinking how?
No, because the boot is if that's the like the part they got the lump in it, and
Like
then
a collar.
yeah, that's up there. It just ain't got the piping, like you said that a while ago. It ain't have you that's what
Right, Andrew said that.
Andrew, yeah, pointed out. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, if I print that out, well, you know what? I sent you a picture. I can look at that thing. Hold on. Matter of fact, hold on a second.
Gotcha.
Boot vent. Plumbing vent boot caps are inverted, and the plumbing vent is too short. Plumbing vent boot cap is it says the rear.
Is that
So I
the
don't get that.
the rubber? It's the cap rubber.
It says the rear. It's the first item. Caps are inverted and the vent pipe is too short or something like that. I just want to make sure that whatever it's done
Correct.
completely.
Yeah.
The whole list, except for that refrigerator that is done and it's done right.
Right. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Like I said, call me anything. Otherwise, I'll just assume we're on track for having it done, let's say a week or more ahead of time, that
Mm-hmm.
everything's done.
Exactly. I sure will.
And, and thank you again.
Sure thing, and appreciate you.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. Okay, now look. I'm still on here comping this property. I was just talking to a partner private lender. But yeah, comping this property. These people saying this, well, this guy saying this property can sell for 550, 600, but I'm not seeing them numbers. Honestly, I'm not this where it starts at to where I'm like, whoa. Entertainment. I ain't finna get people involved that I know that's credible and can give me some solid feedback. About to look on Deal Machine. I'm looking at I don't see the numbers. I like to just cross reference. Just the ARVs, comparables. Do not see no good comparison. Here's what. Good if you don't hear it. Let me know where you from. Nah, this a house in the area called Lincoln Heights out here. Lincoln Heights. I can definitely understand when you say is this a Detroit house. Yeah. If you're on here, let me know where you from. Hit that like button. And already subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I do real estate. I'm into wholesaling. On here looking up a property. For sale. It's October the 30th. And 24. Renting this property for $2,700 a month. 289. Prop stream going short. So entertain this. Anybody out here intermittent fast? Honestly, this is not something I would want to tackle. circle. I still need to know my numbers. I don't see the numbers that's there. So for $2,434 square foot. This house that sold for 490 is 2,716 square foot. So that 550, 590 is out the picture. Excuse me. See. Would this be comparable? And the houses like this in the back. Very distressed property. Anybody on here into real estate? Into music? Content creating? What y'all think about Floyd Mayweather? Is it true? Because I ain't even did my due diligence, but spending what, 400 million on some real estate in New York? Crazy. I'm saying he crazy, but the numbers crazy. That's when we all investing. number does not make sense. It's it say it needs my conservative ARV. I'm at 389. Their ARV 550K. Repairs needed 75K. Doing real estate, sports betting, working out. What y'all talking about? Huh? This phone jumping. Jumped on here, man, to see what was going on, see what people into, man, on here running cops, sending emails, making calls. Drinking water, I'm hungry. About to jump off here, go get something to eat. Later.